Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. For this practice, we're going to be using a strap and starting in Virasana, which is sitting between the heels, and for many of us, a couple props are useful for that. If you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf or dog leash or anything that's at least as long as your arm length. So let's begin sitting between the heels. And if you're like me, sitting on a block is going to make this a lot more comfortable. You may also want to put a blanket underneath you. And if your ankles are tight when your feet point straight back, you can have the blanket or cushion under your shins but your toes off so that the ankles aren't at quite so tight an angle. So sit up on as much of a lift as you need, and if for some reason this pose is not working for you, you can of course sit some other way, in a chair or cross-legged. And just have the strap handy, and we'll take a few moments with eyes closed or a soft gaze. And begin to slow down your breath. And feel your sit bones into the support beneath you, imagining them like 2 feet you're standing on, and stand as tall as you can. Feel the top of your head lengthening up. And shoulders dropping down. And you can let your eyes open. Feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's open up our straps. Get the strap really long as you need to easily bring it over your head and back. And we'll do this many times. And each time we do, you can inch your fingers in a little bit closer so that it becomes a little more challenging to get up and back. And then just keep inching it in until you get to a tight, barely able to pass over the hard part length. Now there are clever ways to avoid this stretch. You could bend your elbows, you could do some kind of shoulder contortion. Try not to do any of those things. So you're really going evenly, arms straight without locking, right over and back. And just keep inching it in until you get to the tightest distance that you can still make it. Now when you've gotten to that tightest distance, we're going to hold straight back, right at the most challenging place, and then see if you can find where your spine is still nice and tall, your torso even, your head balanced. And then release. Let's drop the strap for a moment. Interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between the arms like you're trying to pull them apart. Spreading between the shoulder blades, spreading the upper back, the rib cage. And then release. Let's bring the strap into your left hand. Take your left arm up in the air, bend it straight back, and then reach your right arm behind your back to grab the strap and inch your fingers in towards one another. If you are able to link your fingers, you can go ahead and let the strap drop. Otherwise, inch your fingers in as close as you can. Elbows are going in towards the midline and then back towards the wall behind you. Keep the breath nice and deep. I notice as I take a deep breath in, it gets a bit tighter. So you can feel the intensity amp up and release with each breath. And then release. You can let your strap drop. You're going to lean over onto the left hand and then circle the right arm. And it might feel a little creaky after what we've just done. Find the biggest circle possible for this shoulder. Finish up the circle you're on. Come into a side bend. Keeping both sit bones grounded, but really reaching through the fingers. Big stretch on the whole side body. And then let your head fall towards the floor, and we'll take that right arm out and down until your right shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. Keep your head hanging. As you come back up, you can use your other hand to lift your head. Same thing other side. So now strap in your right arm, right hand, bend it straight back. Left arm comes behind your back, inch your fingers in towards one another. And this side might be quite different. Sometimes you can reach on one side, not the other, or there's a big difference. So just notice that. Go to your edge on this side. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And so when something is tight and possibly uncomfortable, it makes sense that you don't want to go there. The problem is if you keep avoiding what's tight, it just gets tighter. So part of this practice is going right up to what's tight, our edges, and then acclimating there. Saying, can I feel what's being stirred up here and tolerate it enough to be here? And if we keep going towards what's tight, it may get less tight. That is something that could happen. And even if nothing changes, we can have a more full range of comfort zone, not necessarily avoiding what's tight. Let's release, let your strap drop. You can lean over onto your right hand. And then circle the left arm, getting to all those creaky, tight places. Finish up the circle you're on, coming to a side stretch. Reaching out, and notice if your bottom shoulder is way up by your ears. See if you can bend the bottom arm or adjust so that both shoulders are away from the ears. And then let your head hang towards the floor. Take the left arm out and down until the left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up and then use that hand to lift your head. Let's take a couple neck circles, just dropping chin to chest, coming to one side, and then chin to chest and over to the other, evening out the two sides a bit. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release the arms down, head floats up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Depending on how high up on blocks you are, you may need to be on fingertips. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then puff up the chest. Lift the heart as high as you can. And release. Come up. Hands to knees. Round back. Pull back through the belly, the chest. Drop your chin. And roll up. Now we're going to tuck the hands under the knees and press the palms towards the floor. They may or may not touch depending on your wrist mobility. We'll take a few lion's breaths here. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and then as you exhale through the mouth, stick out your tongue as far as it'll go and look your eyes up as far as they'll go. So a big stretch for your face. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Again. Big exhale. Again. One more, really go for it. And release. Take a couple big wrist circles. A few times both directions. Lion's breath is great for waking up. If you're feeling sluggish or tired, a couple of those can help wake you up. So now we're going to release the legs. I like to do this one set of joints at a time. So if you move your block or whatever's under you out of the way, tuck your toes. You can lean back and come to a little squat, rocking front to back. So first releasing the toe joints, the feet, rocking your weight forward and back. And then we'll get into the knees, slowly straightening them. So let's walk hands and feet away from one another, coming into downward facing dog. And just take all the time you need. I sometimes feel a bit creaky as I straighten my legs after that pose. So go back and forth a little bit, pedaling out your feet. If self-massage would help, you can also reach your hands back, give your knees a little rub. And just take your time opening up into this first down dog. You can slow down your breath again. Let's shift our weight forward, come into a high push-up position. Shoulders above the wrists, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward as you lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as feels right for you. Little baby cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel, you can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any movement here. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for all your transitions. Here, let's take 5 breaths. That could be in down dog, but you could just as well come to child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest. Start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Inhales, look for length and space. Exhales, more grounding, more ease. One more breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Keep stretching that left leg straighter, longer, higher. One more breath. Big step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Could be through a vinyasa, could be some other movement. Feel what you are doing. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Tip forward. Standing splits. Square off the hips. Let your head hang. Let the neck release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders low, fingers high, strong core supporting you. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two. Shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two, right arm high. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. Let's open the top arm and tuck it behind the back, half bound triangle. Bottom arm extends long, following the line of your torso. Bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you want to try a full bind, you could reach your right hand under your leg for the left fingers or wrist behind you. And and then look to the front foot. Let's step into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to keep your half or full bind, you could try that. Very challenging balance. And if at any point you want to release and do a regular half moon, feel where you are, wherever you are now. One more breath here. Release and make your way to down dog, however you get there. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior two. Shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. You can open the top arm, tuck it behind the back, half bound triangle. Maybe extending bottom arm straight. One more breath. Release. Forearm to thigh, half bound, extended side angle. If you did try a full bind on the other side, you can try that again. Look to the front foot, step up to it, getting set up for half moon with or without a bind or half bind. You can change your arm position at any time. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. From down dog, let's come into a pigeon pose, right side. And slide your right knee forward. Scoot back through your left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go. See if any support is useful if you want to put something under your hips or chest or forehead. Releasing the weight of your body evenly towards the floor. If you feel like you're tipping to the right, maybe slide a little something under the right hip. Let's bring the upper body back up. have something under your right hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right. Bring the back leg around to the front, and then from there lean to the left. And send your right leg back. And if that didn't get you into pigeon, find your way there, adjusting the angle of your front leg, adjusting any props. Releasing towards the floor. Let's bring up your body back up. Lean to the left. This time bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee, setting up for a seated spinal twist. You can also do this with the bottom leg straight if that would work better. You might try that instead. Let's bring the right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. As you inhale, sit even taller. As you exhale, try rotating a bit more. One more breath here. Let's release, unwind, and switch. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left foot to the outside of the right knee. Left hand to the floor behind you. Right arm hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. One more like this. And then release. Let's come back onto our backs. You can bring your knees to your chest. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for bridge. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees, and then press your feet down to lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading your upper back and lower back away from one another. When the pose feels complete, come down. Rest with back flat. If you want to come up again, come up again. Could be the same thing you just did, or half wheel or full wheel or supported bridge or any back bend you know or want to try. Stay as long or short. This feels right for you. Could be just 1 or 2 breaths. Could be a long hold. Each time the pose feels complete, come down and rest, and you can rest until you feel like coming up again. If you don't feel like coming up again, enjoy the rest or move on to your counter stretch. I'll suggest happy baby, but it could be anything to help you release your back. Twist, forward fold. We are moving towards the end of class, so this is a good time to do exactly what you need to do to feel good in your body, to feel wrapped up with this practice. So if you're enjoying what you're doing now, keep doing it. When it feels complete, just ask yourself, what's needed now? Is there a next pose that would feel good? Is there a part of your body that needs some attention? Feeling whatever you are choosing to do. And eventually, coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position for your final resting pose, Shavasana. And take your time getting settled. If you want to adjust your clothing or grab any props or do a little self-massage. Eventually settle into stillness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently waking your body up again. And stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you everyone so much for joining me today. I appreciate you practicing with me. It's one way to support me because I want to be able to offer something in the world, and if there are no people to receive what I'm offering, it kind of doesn't make sense. So thank you for practicing with me. If you are able to support me in other ways, there are cheap and easy ways of doing so. One thing is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't done that already, it's just a click and it helps me. Liking, commenting on, and sharing what I do helps spread the word. And if you are able to contribute financially, even $3, you can be my patron on Patreon for as little as $3 a month, a little check in the mail when you think of it, Venmo, PayPal, dropping off cash at my house. So thank you for any and all ways that you are supporting me. Have a wonderful day.